Hi there, I'm Paula from About Backs and Bones. I'm one of the osteopaths, and I've talked a little bit about, in part one, about articulating the shoulder joint and getting more movement. However, in order for your shoulder to work effectively, all the muscles around it need to be working really well. And this part two is all about strengthening the muscles that need to help you keep out of pain. First of all, you want to just shrug your shoulders. Just roll them up, round and down. This warms up the shoulder muscles and it just gets as much movement as you can in the joint. Another thing to do is in the articulation exercises in part one there was a pectoralis stretch where you stretch your arm out against the door to stretch out this muscle. This is also a good one to do before these exercises so that your shoulder's sitting in a good a place as it can be. Once you've warmed up your shoulder muscles, you roll your shoulders up, round and down and stand against a firm surface like a door or a wall and keep the flat part of your shoulder blades flat against the surface. And I want you to use the muscles in between your shoulder blades that go down your back into your pelvis and pull the shoulder blades down and back at the same time. This will strengthen those muscles in this area here, which come from the shoulder blades and go down the back. And when you strengthen those, it helps hold your shoulders in a better position like this rather than like this. To do the next exercise, you need to have already done this one, and you need to be used to keeping your shoulders in this position. And when you've got them in that position, you need to use a TheraBand, or if you haven't got a TheraBand, then a pair of tights will probably do the trick. Roll it around your hands so that you can put your arms comfortably in front of you. Your elbows need to be at 90 degrees. Your wrists need to be level and not kinked outwards, because otherwise you'll end up with some elbow problems. And have the TheraBand fairly taut between your hands. Imagine that it's the left arm that we've got a problem with, the left shoulder. Take the left arm outwards with the resistance of the band making that more tricky. And do it about this speed, about 3 seconds out and 3 seconds back. And make sure that these shoulders stay in that position we talked about earlier while you're doing this. And what this is doing is it's strengthening some of the rotator cuff muscles around the back that again help hold your shoulder back. And they do tend to get weak when we sit like this, as many of us do. Then you need to, after doing about 20 of those, you need to tie the TheraBand or your pair of tights onto something where it's not going to flip off and hit you in the face. So a door handle is usually pretty good. And this time you're doing the same exercise, but you're taking your arm across in front of your body. And again, do 20 of these, keeping your elbow at 90 degrees and into your sides as much as possible. So these are really good rotator cuff exercises, which will help strengthen strengthen your shoulders and allow them to function well.